Hello.
There's the mic here.
Oh, it's really fun to be with you in the same.
And the same square?
Yeah, kind of nostalgic a little bit.
Oh. Oh. Does
I was just watching the other day, like the first
The first one?
episode.
Yeah.
It's
the production value is a little bit different.
yes,
Yeah.
totally.
The first one, if you watch the first one? No,
Yeah.
we don't have this one.
No, the second one. Yeah,
Second
the
one?
second one.
Yeah. How was it? What you was?
We had like a little fern here,
Yeah.
which is missing. I
Right.
feel.
Yeah.
But it was fun that we were
On the same
on the same.
page.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So how are you?
I'm good. How are you, my friend? So for those of you who don't know, this is what the 32 episode. Oh my god. Of Hassan is. I have accusation. I haven't forgot my laptop. We decided to go cozy, Hassan. So Hassan is joining us. Who forgot the laptop? Yeah.
So what are we doing today?
So we have two things today on our plate. The first one is we're gonna watch you code a little bit. You're gonna do what are you gonna hack today?
I feel last time was pretty lame, I have to say. We were trying to do some like workflows.
What made you feel it was lame?
Because it was like there were some annoying bugs and we couldn't like move forward, and I actually wanted to like code a little bit. So but today I'm gonna we were thinking to like just play a little bit with Langchain. To be honest, I haven't had much opportunity to do that, and I know that a lot of people are using it and enjoying it, and kind of been interested to explore it a little bit.
So unboxing Langchain. That's going to be
unboxing Langchain, exactly. Giving wings to Langchain.
Okay. And then we're gonna have the changelog with Mark. That's what we're gonna have today. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
Okay.
You want to share your screen?
Yeah, let me do it. Give me a second.
So you're just sharing over there?
Yes. This one.
Sure, this one. Okay. Nice.
Yes. Almost worked out of the box.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was kind of looking earlier
at the Wingly updates at yourself. The Wingly update episode 32.
Langchain.
Okay.
And I kind of want to start with like the simplest example, I guess. Like nothing. So I think that they have like an example here of where was it? So this is, we can use the Langchain library in JavaScript.
Right.
And basically, I saw, where was it? Get started? No. Introduction. Let me see.
No, sorry. Ah, man. I'm trying to fix the setup, but I'm not able to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's keep it like this.
I'm kind of lost. Like, give me a second.
Okay. So what are you looking for?
Just the simplest example of like Langchain.
Okay, this is what's wrong with this example. Okay.
So yeah, so basically create like install the Langchain Open API.
Yep.
So we're just gonna go. So I created like an empty Wing project.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything, and I'm gonna just npm install the Langchain Open API.
Yep.
And then it says, and then the way I think we can do this is let's just. And that's something that someone suggested it to us. It is like, let's just host it inside the Lambda function.
Okay.
Right? Because in Wing, you actually have to like run your code somewhere. So we're just going to host it inside a serverless function.
Host? What you
host the Langchain program, right? Like we're creating a Langchain program.
Okay.
It can run inside a Lambda function. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So the way I'm going to do it is basically just, create a function.
Yep.
And here we kind of want to call off to some TypeScript code.
Okay.
And we've been kind of working quite a lot on making this better and better. And I think the latest is using an extern.
Okay.
So you basically specify something like
But you can also do this in TypeScript, right?
yeah.
Everything.
You want to do? Yeah, let's do it in
Let's do it in
TypeScript. Cool, good idea. Wing new.
Yep.
Empty TypeScript.
Okay.
Wait, it doesn't want my package.
Yes. Then it won't doesn't. Okay. Let's see. Okay, nice. So now you have a main TS.
Now I have a main TS file. Sorry. And I think it's still installing some of the dependencies.
Oh yeah. So it's running npm install.
Mm-hmm.
So Wing new runs npm install on its own. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So what do you have in the package JSON while we're waiting?
Basically dependencies on Wing framework.
Awesome.
And a dev dependency on Wing lang, which is the CLI.
Interesting.
And then we have like a compile method, a compile program, a script, and a test
Oh,
script.
we don't have a run. A dev.
We don't have
dev.
a run script, which
Oh my
is
God.
shame.
Dev, not run.
Dev, right?
Okay, note to
Note to self.
Note to self. Add a dev. This
Okay.
is what we're here for.
And this is our main file, and our main, and I think Mark showed it on one of the Winglies, 2 Winglies or 3 Winglies. Basically, I really like this API. It's actually pretty clean.
Yeah.
And it kind of feels like a translation of kind of like not a translation, but like keeping the same model that we had with Wing. So we basically have like an entry point.
Right.
And then the first parameter here is the root construct of your construct tree, and test is basically your test primitive. You can write tests,
Right.
and then you can like create, wing objects, right? Because they're just constructs. And so I have all the cloud API here and everything.
Right.
And so in this case, I'm just they're just creating a Lambda function, and then there's this beautiful thing called inflate, which allows you to actually host your inflate code inside TypeScript.
So inflate is a function that accepts a closure.
Yeah, an async closure.
An async closure, right?
And it's not as nice as the Wing stuff. The Wing stuff is kind of mostly implicit and inferred.
The Wing lang.
The Wing lang stuff, yeah. But then you can do some pretty cool stuff. So we'll try and play with it.
So
let's wing it. Let's wing npm dev, right?
npm run dev.
npm.
That's crazy.
Cool.
Okay.
So this is working.
This is working. Hello.
And now let's go back to the Langchain stuff.
Right. Oh.
Opa. Sorry. Langchain opening.
Do you mind deleting the test? We don't need it right now, right? We're not in it.
Yeah, probably not. Maybe later. And so let's say what we want to do here is basically call a TypeScript function.
We can actually run a TypeScript function here, right?
Yeah, I'm wondering if. Okay, well, we'll try.
You wondering about the packaging? What are you wondering about?
Let's see. So I'm just gonna put this Langchain quick start,
Yeah.
right?
You need an API key.
And I need an API key. Let's do export function, whatever, chain main.
Are you going to put the API key as a cloud
secret?
Cloud secret?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can use the new CLI secrets.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God,
That's nice.
Mark, you're taking over your change orders as well.
Okay, so new cloud secret with name. Sorry,
You need to give it
this.
root, secret.
This is
Root and secret.
no, I'll call it not root and open API, right? Secret.
Okay.
And then here, I think you can specify name. Key.
Awesome.
Open AI. Sorry.
Nice.
Open AI key.
Yep.
And so
So
now,
sign it as a variable.
if I look here, let's
And you
see.
need to lift it, right?
Right. Okay, cool.
Good.
So now what we need to do is we basically need to like,
Assign this as a variable, right?
right?
And you need to lift this thing.
Now I'm gonna use lift.
So
And
for those of you who don't know, lifting is a mechanism where basically stuff that are created in pre-flight, where the secret is created, the new cloud secret. Now, if you want to, in order to use this into in-flight, you need to call the mechanism lift mechanism. This automatically happens for you in Winglang. But lift mechanism basically extracts the client, the API client. So what Elad is doing, he's lifting the secret and is granting it the permission to call the value of that secret. So that's the 2 lines there, line 10.
okay,
Awesome.
nice, right? I think this is really beautiful because
What
I
is
feel
the CTX over there? What?
context. So basically, it creates. You see now I have like a secret client,
I see.
and I can use value here.
Awesome.
And even if I didn't give it a permission, it'll actually like tell me that.
Yeah.
That's like this is very, very nice.
Yeah, you can see the peak. Did you saw the arrow? Did you see the error? You can actually see the TypeScript magic happening.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Peak non-function.
What did Mark do here in order to generics to the extreme.
Yeah. Very beautiful.
Awesome.
No, I think this is supposed to return something. So return undefined. Okay. So now we basically have this thing that tries to access the secret, but then it says no secret value for secret OpenAI key.
Too bad we don't know how to create a secret.
Oh my God. So yeah,
wing secrets, right?
Wing secrets, basically.
The wing secrets automatically looks at my code, which is crazy, right? I mean, it looks at my code and then says, I see you have a secret for OpenAPI. Now you need to copy this. Oh, okay, great. So now Elad is going over looking for his OpenAPI key and looking for it. But what I wanted to talk to you about is the wing secret command. It basically looks at the secrets in your code and see whether you're missing the value of the secrets. In this example, it tells you that we're missing value for OpenAI key. This will value, after Elad will kind of paste the secret here, the input is going to be hidden. So that's
okay. Ready?
Yeah. Now there is an .n file stored, which you're not going to see the file because it contains the secret. But, it should be running and working right now.
It's in the file, and I think like another cool thing is that if I run on the wing secrets -tf AWS,
that's crazy.
It'll basically ask you for their secret and create an AWS secrets manager secret for you. So you can like technically just create the secret.
You want to do this and
sure,
paste the same key?
Right? That's not a bad idea.
No, that
was a bad idea.
That wasn't a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Okay. So now, yeah, I'm just gonna invalidate the key later. Okay. Awesome.
Later. Cool. So now, if I call this, wait.
Maybe you need to restart. Does it watch the LN file? Okay. Great.
Okay.
Now
cool.
we have a secret.
We have a secret.
We have a secret.
Okay, so now we want to call this chain file, right? So let's do this. Import from chain. And I'm wondering if this is going to work.
Why not?
Sorry, main is not the right name. Give me a second. Let's call it handler. And then put... and we can do, okay, let's just pass it as a parameter for now. So here we're going to do handler API key. Okay.
All right.
It says it's going to be async.
Okay, nice. So you were not expecting.
Okay.
Chain 1 is not defined. What's that?
Chain 1 is not defined.
Chain 1. Okay.
Is this coming? Is this coming from chain 1? you want, you should be able to use Langchain
okay,
directly
then-
in you.
Yeah, why didn't you do this? I don't know.
Oh,
Time to cycle the keys. Nathan is paying attention.
okay. Let's try this. See how it
There's
works.
an issue for it? For what? I don't know yet. Don't know anymore.
Okay. Okay.
What happened? What didn't work?
I moved to use it from the main,
okay.
and we'll see if it works.
So reloading the .env file?
Still says chain OpenAI1 not defined.
Now it says OpenAI, not chain. Was it? Okay. Yeah, it used to be chain. Now it's OpenAI. What did you do to fix it?
I didn't fix it. It's
Oh,
not,
just-
now not
okay.
working for a different reason.
Okay.
Let me also install. I think I saw somewhere. Maybe it's.
Just install Langchain. Maybe you have to.
I don't think that there's a.
There was. I think if you go all the way up.
Oh, it's here.
If you go all the way up.
It's here. Okay, sorry. I'm in the wrong
No.
screen. Give me a second. Ah. Somewhere here.
I know how to find it. I can see it. You can't see it, but I can see it. Oh man. Okay, it's back. It's back, baby. So go up. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You missed it, or was
I missed it. Yeah.
Awesome. So can you go back to the stream so we can see ourselves? Awesome. Okay, so where were we? So we got. So there was going back to Hassan. There was a problem with the .env file, and it's an open issue. Yeah. Okay, great.
What was the problem?
It doesn't reload when you change the
Oh,
.env
okay,
file.
cool.
Oh yeah, any dot file.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Mm.
Oh man.
Should we? Oh, it's
Okay.
still installing.
It kind of makes me kind of I look back to what happened 2 weeks ago, and kind of saying maybe
we should prepare a little bit more before these sessions. I'm annoyed by the fact that I had like a pretty good example earlier,
and you can find it.
and I can't find it. So maybe in the meantime.
Wow,
Why
NPM
is
takes
this
a
so
long
slow?
time.
NPM has become really feels like it.
Maybe it's to get started over there, not the quick start.
Which
Langchain
one? Here?
the expression language.
No, I think that's. It was a demo. It was basically a demo that started like this, but it's not. Just wanted to copy and paste something that's a bit more.
Okay.
Okay. Whoa.
All right.
For some reason, I don't think that that's.
That's going to solve the issue.
Yeah. Although. Look.
So, I mean, I don't know what's more irritating, to see you search for something or to see NPM load.
Okay, let me try.
So let me just. What should we do? So what do you think it is if it's not the NPM install Langchain?
I mean, I earlier tried to play with it a little bit, and I actually got it to work pretty well.
But,
So I'm not sure. Let's try.
Okay, let's try.
Hmm.
No, it doesn't say anything. Let's do it. Still the same problem.
Not related. I'm just assuming.
What?
No, I just ran wing it instead of.
Okay.
OpenAI is not defined.
Where's OpenAI? You're not using it, right?
I think it's something that the bundler creates.
No, it's chat OpenAI. Over
Yeah,
there.
just this guy.
Yeah. Mark, do you have any clue what's going on? Oh, okay. So we have Mark. This could be an ESL there, but hopefully not. Um, so do we want to pull Mark in? I mean, he's our ESM guy.
Yeah, let's come.
Okay, so this is turned into a live coding session with Mark.
Hi. So
Hey,
And
what's going on here?
I have an idea,
You have
Okay,
an
talk
at least to check. So one thing that this in-flight thing it does is that we do bundle, and we bundle to CJS, and that OpenAPI library is ESM, which this should theoretically still work because we're going through the bundling process and it should handle this case. But something we can check is if you just run wing compile and you check the target output to see what comment put the
Oh.
under yeah, and then compile it and see what it what's in our the main.ts.w sim, yeah,
right.
and you actually check the bundle. That might be interesting too. Oh, so okay, wait, no, sorry, you were right. So OpenAPI underscore one.
This is
Wait, Mark, what are we seeing here? So so we have we're looking inside the WSIM file. Then there's the .wing folder. What's that folder? Is that all the
That's just that's the compiler output.
That's the
so
output of the compiler. Awesome. So if I can I run this output somehow?
Kind of. It requires a little bit of setup. It's intentionally like normal JavaScript, although it requires like there's some environment variables, there's some kind of global setup that happens.
Awesome. So that allows me to run the simulator, right? That's when I run. Okay.
Yeah. So this is the output of the Wing compiler, but there's another step here, which is if you go in the there's a part where this actually it's supposed to be hoisted. Maybe this broke at some point. That's too bad. Because it's supposed to take the require and move it inside of inside of that, and it's not doing that. So the other option here is a dynamic import.
Okay. Oh, so basically create like a chain file like this.
No. You should be able to do it in here. You can do a dynamic.
This, basically.
You can require. I think it might have to be require.
Right.
I think so.
You can do this. Is this important? That it's part of line 10 and not part of? Does it important? Where do we run this code?
What do you
mean?
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be the code that runs inside the in-flight is like it's its own thing. There you go.
Got it.
Okay, so this is a bug. This was working before, so I will look into it. I'm assuming something changed when we did some internal refactoring with this in-flight.
Always true.
With the what?
Yeah. Because we did some refactoring with like that in-flight function is actually now used internally by the compiler.
Got it.
In some ways, so it's there might have been some breakage there.
Got it. Nice.
So I'll look into that.
Thanks.
Thanks, Mark. That was great.
That was great. That was.
You're welcome to stay.
I'll hang out. I finished the changelog, so I can hang out here now.
Okay, so this is moving on with the tutorial. So basically now it's like asking the model what is Langchain.
Langsmith.
Langsmith, right? Like that's what is winglang? Let's try. And then Okay, we're getting a response.
Winglang is a functional
programming. It's a fictional programming language.
Often used coding tutorials and examples demonstrate concept of program. It's not a real programming language, rather than made-up language created
for educational purposes.
Okay.
Good to know. Okay.
You have to insult us.
We can.
It's a good foundation we're going to build on here. For this.
God. Couldn't he said something nice? You don't have anything nice to say. Don't say anything. Fictional.
I mean, I can improve the prompt. Don't tell me it's a programming language. Okay. That's like Copilot working with okay.
Okay, so we have this and we have the result, right?
Oh, and then they have like this concept of a prompt. Okay, so this is basically the result, right? You can also guide it to respond to the prompt template. Prompt templates are used to convert raw input to a better input to the LLM. So chat prompt templates. This is cool that it's just working. I mean, besides the require thing.
So basically, it's you're not running this inside the Lambda yet, right?
I am.
It's not really Lambda; it's here.
Okay, so you want to run it on AWS?
I'm just saying.
Okay. Let's see.
Mark
Your
is
world-
thinking, is it gonna
Is
work?
it gonna bundle or isn't it gonna bundle?
It's not gonna bundle.
It will.
Oh, you're on mute, Mark.
It should. I was thinking if it'll work because it's. But it is bundling. That's kind of the nice benefit of that we always bundle, even when running locally, is because like that file as is should just work. It shouldn't. There's nothing special about the environment around it. It is just one file that contains everything you need. Although technically, if you emit a require to like a local path or to like it can technically find modules that are within its parent directories. So technically, there's still some. It's not a hermetically sealed environment, but I think it should be fine.
Okay, so here's what I learned. You can use chat prompt template, which is basically something that generates prompts for you. Sorry. And so you basically say your world class, so basically system, user, blah, blah, blah. And then you chain them together. So you basically take the prompt and the chat model and chain them together. And then you can ask it questions, like in this.
Great.
And so now I can go and run this. Missing value for input, variable input. Oh, okay.
You need user probably? Input.
No, input.
Okay.
So, I see. So basically it says string output parser.
So it's a JSON with there's an input.
Yes.
No,
So I'm gonna need the output parser. Seems like every type in Langchain is a library. Very modular. Okay, and so now I'm basically taking the prompt, piping it into the chat model, and then piping it into that. So that's the chain. Now we're gonna try it. And then it passes the input.
What is
basically okay?
What is Winglet?
Winglet. Okay, and then output. Nice.
Okay, nice. Now, do you mind putting this instead of Cloud Function in an API gateway?
Sure.
I wanna see if it deploys. If there's a result when it deploys it. So.
Okay. So should we deploy first or?
API Cloud API is a nicer way to see if something works.
Okay.
Does Cloud Function have something that we can flag it to be an exposed function? Is that something we have?
Like with a URL?
No.
Yeah.
No. But we should. I mean, it's
it's
super nice.
People do that today.
I think I think
Kids.
The cool kids are doing that.
I think because it supports streaming. So it's
okay, so cool. Now see API get blah blah blah.
Request. Okay.
Can we get like the request here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then get request dot body for the input.
This is it.
That's what you wanted.
This is what I wanted.
And then the output is basically body output.
So now let's save.
Boom.
Good. Let's see that it works. Body.
No body.
Oh, get. You don't have anything on the get, just slash?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I never tried it.
Slash.
It doesn't.
It doesn't even show me the
Doesn't
slash.
doesn't show you the send. You know, the send is not good.
Slash.
Okay.
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Yes.
Okay. Great.
Very nice.
Okay. Nice. Go understand.
Okay.
Now, for those of you who are not able to see the key, you can just use the API, the open API that we could. Maybe you should put this on your VPC so people can invoke it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So now basically compile it to Terraform.
Right.
You're
You're not doing Terraform apply with the change there?
Terraform init. No, I'm doing like this, old school.
And Cloud API actually has, we're going to have this as the output, right? The API. Will
Yes, API URL. Nice. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. So we will basically be able to like just call the.
Yeah, because it has the expose. Right, it's an endpoint. Everything that has an endpoint.
Yes. Yeah. By the way, I can like open that endpoint on my computer if you want. Okay, there we go.
Nice. You
Curl.
get, Hassan.
And how do you pass body to curl?
It wasn't a post, but it was a get.
What was it get?
Since it's a get, can't you just go to it in the browser?
But you
I
need,
can,
we,
but
we need to put the body. How do we do it? What is the body?
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I guess.
makes sense. How do you put the body in? I mean, I can change it so that it's.
No, run this locally, but go to your do npm install, and do wing run.
Yeah.
And ask you're the world class technical documentation. Okay, right there. Okay, ask him how do you do curl. Let's see if.
Okay. Let's see.
This is going to be interesting. Okay.
Helping me write your code. Help me write your code.
How do you do curl with a body? The curl and get request.
Can you do get request with body? Technically, you can. It's not.
If technically you can,
it's
you
not
can do it
allowed.
with curl.
It's not ethical.
Come
Okay.
on, that's a long.
It seems like this.
My goal is. Oh my god.
It's still asking about Wingling.
Is it at the very end? Is there
as a
a...
world-
Oh, no, it's just...
It's just being a creep.
Oh my god. Okay. So curl.
No, but I think like I can do another thing. I can just do rec params
No, look, do like this.
query. Sorry, vars.
-d. Kill -d.
Okay, I actually wanted to change something and redeploy, and
Okay, you can do it.
it's okay. Curl -d.
The not capital D. What is Wingland?
I feel like it's going to tell us that it's a world-class documentation writer.
Missing authentication token.
Do another slash. Do another slash in the end. What?
I mean, it did actually send a different error, right? Oh, /prod. Oh,
No, slash prod is the right one. Oh, that's
Why does it so here it says
internal server.
internal server error. So I don't know. Is that /d is the right? Okay, let's do this. Basically, do request.
Oh, did we? Did you? Is the secret deployed? Did you do this? Did you deploy the secret on AWS?
Yeah, I think so.
Because when you did the -d, do the -d again.
Yeah, I love when you ask them to do like 7 things at once. It's like you're do this and also that.
I have no.
You're getting them good.
Yeah, this is a 403. It looks like it's coming from API Gateway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Okay, yeah. Let me think for a second.
Missing authentication.
Okay, response. Let's do this. Hello. And then here, I'm just gonna do request dot query,
Okay.
and then this is what is that? Okay, dot
Valve.
prompt. How is it called? Input.
What's that? Request that query of input.
Basically, just pass the input and the query. So here, that's basically.
Use the URL. Copy the
Hello, and then what was it? Input.
URL. What is Winlay? Okay. I'm. Okay, I see.
Yeah, input. What is what?
You should probably use the params thing because it doesn't have to encode that. Or does
No, you
Sorry.
are
Hello.
treading uncharted territory.
Why?
I never done what you did. Go over here. You want to do this?
No,
Do
no,
this
no,
from
no.
here. Do this from the URL itself. Like this.
Oh, I see.
Go. No, I don't mean that.
Yeah, I mean this.
Yeah, it's gonna be easier.
Hello. Nice. And then input.
Equal. Then you can write.
Pro.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
nice?
So do we know you have the secret there? I just want to make sure. Do we know you have the secret?
It seems like yes. See?
Okay. Awesome. And on the same, on the same account. Okay, great.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Is there a bug on the slash? We'll see.
There is the proxy.
Now we won't know if it's because of the slash or because of the D or something.
Yeah, there was the proxy thing. You remember the proxy thing? Slash proxy.
Oh, the root maybe.
Yeah, there's something about that.
Okay, let's see. If it'll work, will be.
You can do this from command. You don't need the. You can do this from the.
All right.
Ooh.
You're backslashing the.
The world.
Another one.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
No.
Internal
Turn,
server.
okay.
I think
You think the key,
the secret.
the secret?
The secret is the problem. That's what
Do
I
you have
say.
any way of knowing? what the problem
Yeah,
is?
I mean, you can open the AWS console and that will expose another password of him.
See,
Oh,
doesn't
it's already
expose
open.
anything.
Okay, it's already here.
Secrets manager.
No, you need to look at the logs, right? There is a secret, but we don't know if it's the right secret or not. That's
Yeah, I mean, oh,
you're pasting. You were
Okay, I
under
can-
pressure, man.
I was under pressure. That's true.
You can stop sharing for a second just before you retrieve it.
Yeah, let's do this.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I mean, you already shared. You already showed it, but. Yes. Oh, it was on. It was on screen for a second.
Yes, it was.
It was?
and then again.
Again, yeah.
Yeah, but this time it's not the right one, so it's.
Oh, there you go. So no problem.
Creating another one.
Wait, is it the right? Did you see it? Did you tell if it was the?
I'm gonna.
Key?
We don't know. I don't know. Can I go back to sharing a screen? I'm sharing a screen. Yeah, so it's not working. Interesting.
No. But we can try and debug this. Let's,
Awesome. Thank God we have Mark here.
Thank God.
I'm here. I'm watching, basically.
Watching.
If you guys have any more CJS ESM stuff, I'm right here.
I'm here.
Tell
That was,
them, I'm about as helpful as I'm just watching. For this
Which
stuff.
one?
Dude, Hassan giving us all the answers. Look at this. My God.
What? But why do we need? Okay, give me a second. Let's see the error.
No, it doesn't say we need it. He didn't say that we need the application JSON. You can. Okay.
Incorrect API key provided. Okay.
Now we can see the API key again.
Does it say the API key?
No.
No.
That doesn't make sense.
Let's call this Lambda function from here.
First of all, let's remove the prompt. Let's just do something without prompt, so it can be easier for us to test and everything.
Oh, just that'll work.
Yeah, and maybe just let's go back to cloud to the cloud function. Just Control Z everything.
Again. Oh,
Control Z
I see what
go
you're saying.
back to control.
I can do this.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Because it's going to be easier for us than not to make it. Just return something else.
What have I done?
No, you should have copy paste more than what you copy pasted.
That's it.
If you do the lift,
Oh, right.
you should have copy pasted more. Yeah. The lift, yes, exactly. Awesome.
That's why these didn't end up well. And then this guy needs
So
to
return
output.
Yeah. And now instead of input, just call it delete this and go over all the way down. No, not request. Just what is Winglang?
No, it's like basically event.
What is Winglang? We don't care.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Let's go. Okay. What is here?
Testing it. No. Oh, it's
Yeah, you want to test this locally?
no. I just removed this API. Oh, and this with
Yeah.
nice.
Okay, curl is a command. Awesome.
Okay.
No, you need to compile it first.
Because I deleted the
Yeah.
target, but now it's gonna have. I think it's gonna be.
It's just gonna put more trash in your account.
Exactly. I've been nuking it lately.
Yeah. I think I need how are you nuking it?
So there's a
right?
tool called AWS Nuke.
Yeah.
I actually thought about making like a Wing library because it can take like a long time. So maybe you want to orchestrate it somehow.
How long does it take? So it
Depends on how much you have on your
I
account.
mean, the limiting factor is usually the AWS API's rate limits, quotas. Those are usually the problem you run into.
So what tool did you want to create?
Just bring Nuke. Bring AWS Nuke. Okay, incorrect API key provided. So
It does show the key. It only shows the part of it though. Oh, it's a JSON string. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
again?
It's the
If you look at the
key.
do the testing.
64. It's always complicated the secret, but it seems like we have a problem with the secret.
Yeah, it seems like
Yeah. When we create a secret,
I see.
It's not getting the secret value. It's getting the secret object.
Got it.
the entire thing.
So I mean, you could handle this yourself by doing parse JSON.
Oh, I could basically just do like this, basically. Don't look for a second.
Give me a second not to look. We're not looking. You need to change it to plain text.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So this is a
The
bug.
storing of the secret
This is a bug in our secret
secret system.
CLI.
Does Cloud Secret allow you to have like a secret that has multiple values
No.
or
No.
multiple like keys?
Oh, there is actually
Not even a JSON.
JSON.
Oh.
No, there is value JSON, but then you have
Yeah.
to store it JSON, right? Like you don't.
Hmm. So this is a bug with the secrets subcommand now, the way it's storing it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly. Hassan, are you
Hassan's
paying
on
attention?
it. Hassan's on it.
Oh,
Contributions
yes.
welcome.
Hassan, if you're paying attention, I mean,
Did I change the wrong one? No, it's the same one. Okay.
oh, it's still the same problem. You see, it's still the same problem.
Oh, there it is. Give us little peeks every now and then. It's always nice.
So bad at this.
Okay.
All
right. I think we're done.
I think we're done. But that was pretty.
It was impressive.
I have to say that
the TypeScript stuff worked really cool. We had a problem with the require. We have a problem with the secrets. Contribution welcome. Awesome. Any thoughts before the next? What would you change before the next time we'll do live coding of that?
maybe I'll I don't know.
Do any preparation?
More preparation.
More preparation. Okay. So before we go to our next session with Mark on the changelog, a song.
A song.
A song. Okay. Okay, now technical.
It's just me.
How you doing, Mark?
We're back. I'm doing good now. I'm doing much better now. Now
You're
that
not
my
alone.
face blown up on the whole screen.
Yeah. I thought this was up to that point, nothing was done deliberately. But you said, when I said, "Oh my God, let's just put my mark here," and then I saw your big picture. That was the only part that I actually controlled the process. That's the only part.
Because you could have just not done that.
Yeah, no, it was a decision.
You chose to just do that just for
the
the
first
fun.
decision, the first editorial decision that I ever made was
That's fine with me. As long as it actually, I would have disliked it if it were an accident.
okay.
So thank you.
Yeah, no, it wasn't an accident. I'm not an amateur. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm ready to show off some goodies.
Whoop, and we're in the changelog. Showing off goodies by Mark. Thank you, man, for doing this once again.
Of course. I don't think I have a preamble for this either. So just several good changes. Nothing. I think I may have. I feel like I missed a couple, but like I always try to keep it down to size, you know.
Yeah.
Although our show probably won't go as long as it usually does at the last few times, so I maybe could have made it a little longer this time. But
okay.
Hopefully, we're all happy with what we're seeing here. So, start with the first one. Big, huge. Everyone's happy. Love this one. The using brackets to access objects and arrays, like things that are indexed by something. Right now, we have only support for things that are indexed either by a string or by a number.
Yep.
So that includes arrays and maps and JSON and also strings, which you can get like the character at whatever index. Now it just works.
I'm pretty sure your second assert will turn out to be false.
I tested it in the playground.
So I don't understand this. So how does that work? because
because I think you're talking about how
the JSON value with the number of 1.
yeah.
Are you sure?
A JSON string, I think is where this has mostly been run into. A JSON string and then just a regular string, the value is the same. Like the value they represent is the same, but one is a like kind of more of like a promise that this is like I can serialize this. It's a serializable object. You know, we at a high level we add a different contract to it, but like the value of it is the same. Kind of like how a struct with certain data and a JSON with the same data are also equal. They can be equal, but like they can be represented differently, I guess. But they're the same. Like the bytes are the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know that I feel like that didn't help.
No, I feel like you're trying to convince me that the equality doesn't need to take into account the type. And the last time someone convinced me that, they added triple equality to the. That's the last time someone did that.
I mean, I guess we'll explore it more because I know there's a lot of confusion around like as string, as num, and like that kind of casting.
Yeah.
So it'll be an ongoing discussion, I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But we can just be happy about the new this new syntactic sugar.
Oh my god! What? This is great. This is great syntax. I mean, I've changed I went back to my code, just changed all the get et. I'm so glad we added this. This is just awesome.
Huge deal. So thank you, Chris, for getting on that and finally and adding that in and making everyone more happy in the world, I think.
Awesome.
Next, our lovely friend Gary implemented the cloud.schedule for Google Cloud for Terraform. Google Cloud Platform.
Awesome.
Another piece of our compatibility story.
Nice.
Clouds. Always nice to see these to also learn about what resources Google Cloud has because I have no clue. They have a cloud scheduler to create like cron jobs. That's their name for their version of this thing. So I think Gary made use of that in his implementation. Run those, and it works with our whatever your schedule needs to do. You can give it like a duration or the you see that we're using one M here to say like every 1 minute. You can also give it like a cron string, a cron expression. String.
Interesting. I've checked the compatibility matrix. This is not updated. I'll check with Sue for why isn't it the process to update this.
I forget how often to update. I thought it was like. I remember seeing it's supposed to be like all the time, basically.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something up with it.
Yeah,
but,
I'll check with.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Thank you, Gary, for adding that. Much appreciated. So we had some spoilers for this one, but this the new secrets subcommand for the Wing CLI, which I think takes like a pretty big manual. I mean, it's still a manual operation to like say like, okay, I need to like create some secrets so that I can use it for my application. But now it's much less tedious of a task. Like and it's a controlled task. Like you can, as you saw before in the live coding, you can just like, what secrets do I need? Don't make me like figure it out. Don't make me remember. You can, the program has enough. Like your application has all the information. So just share it with me. Don't make me guess. So this is super nice to have as a more managed solution. Implemented for both the simulator and for TFAWS for now.
Right. I love the fact that I didn't go through the details before, and I love being surprised by the elegance of the solution. You do this, gives you all the options. I love it. Love the DX here. Great work. Thanks, Hasan.
And I want to say that this is making use of like this. So this is like a platform. The behaviors are platform specific, which I think is a huge like kind of powerful interface we can have with that we're probably going to extend. Like what is a platform specific behavior for, like, this will eventually go into like deployments. Like what is the deploy part of a platform specify, and we can add other interactions, like maybe there should be specific behaviors for tests.
Yeah.
Like add like another like hooks basically into the compilation and overall like wing like tool chain solution. So this is one of our first like extensions of that for a while. Really happy about it.
Nice.
Thank you for that. And on to Suf with the addition of non-interpolated strings. I wanted to use the word raw string here, but I think we have an issue for maybe extending this to be even more raw than this.
What's more raw than this?
Quotes, allowing not having to escape quotes. So for this particular feature, if you added a number sign, a hashtag, whatever you want to call it, before your quote for your string, everything inside the string it will assume that there's no interpolations. So if you use any braces that would normally cause the inside to be like an expression,
right?
Now you can just use it, and it won't be that way. Now you can just use the raw braces inside.
But if I want to use quote, I need to back.
You still need to escape it with
awesome.
backslash. I think it's still backslash in the strings. Yeah. There's a proposal now for like maybe if we can add like the number sign to the very end. Also, like so it's like basically everything's inside the number sign, and then you can use quotes and braces.
Yeah.
But if you want to use a quote, like if you want to, we'll add something for that. But like, I'm considering like JSON strings or other things like that where you want to use quotes all over the place, right? Yeah. Inside of your string. And we don't have like a single quote version of a string, which I think is good. I think it's nice to only have the one quote version. It's very nice to not have to worry about it. But we probably should have a way to handle those, like that case where you still want double quotes in there. But this is a huge start to that process for the braces, at least.
Nice.
Thank you, Suf, for that. Next up, we have a first contribution from Parth, who added, first moved a method that was on, like, you would have to do like JSON.has, and then you would pass it a JSON instance and then like a key.
Yeah.
And it would tell you if it was in there, but it kind of makes more sense as an instance method, like every other, like almost all the other methods that we have on JSON. So now you can do like the JSON object .has to see if it contains that key. And then, but that was more of like a refactor, although a breaking change. The delete is a new functionality that lets you, specifically for the mutable JSON type, you can delete a given key.
Nice, very nice. It wasn't even possible. Okay, awesome, great.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not even sure if there was a workaround necessarily, like other than creating a new one, I guess. But maybe there was. I can't quite remember.
Kind of iterating over all the other keys besides.
Yeah. Certainly, there was no good solution. I don't think.
Awesome.
So thank you, Parth, for that, and I think he also added. Was very diligent on like did a follow up to add additional tests, which is greatly appreciated.
Nice.
So not only like making it work, but also adding that extra verifications.
For doing something like that, basically he changed the TypeScript side, the SDK. I mean, the standard library for us, right? Only TypeScript. Yeah.
Yes. And added some. I think there was a wing test added as well. But yes.
But you don't need to do kind of compiler stuff for that.
Yeah, no Rust code needed. It was all in TypeScript, and it's not too much. Adding these are usually smaller. More of the problem is testing is one, but also the like design, because we don't want to just add everything. We want to be more selective.
Yeah.
Oh, we add.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Parth, for that, and for joining us on the journey, the building wing.
Definitely. See if we have some more comments.
Next up from Yoav, there's I would struggle to even have like I come up with a terse title for like a shorter title for this, but hopefully it makes more sense in the example. When you have a function that takes a struct argument, and if it's if the struct argument is the last argument, then you can use our struct expansion syntax, which I probably should have shown here, but it lets you do like, if for this struct it has a, when you're calling this, you could say a colon and then the value that you're passing. So it's almost like when you look at this, you're actually saying like, oh, it's actually like if you explode S, like if you spread out S over this, like it's actually the fields of it that you're passing in, not necessarily just the struct. When you view it this way, it actually makes sense that if the struct here is made up of only optional fields, shouldn't you just be able to not provide anything?
Right.
That kind of makes sense. So now this works. Now you can call it, even though there's no question mark here,
right,
and to say that it's optional, it is really optional. There's nothing. It doesn't need any information.
Right. Makes sense.
Previously, you would have to like just give it an empty object, which also it makes sense, but it's not necessary. It's like the compiler can handle that work for you, basically.
Right. So only if all the stuff are optionals, basically you're able to see the fact that Elad made that fix. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep.
Thank you, Yoav.
For that improvement to the language.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, Marcio coming in with more improvements to the cloud queue. So this adds to that abstraction the concept of a dead letter queue, like to automatically like configure that for you, which will and it's implemented for both the SIM target and TF8WS, where it will create an additional queue that can handle like when a message goes to the queue but it fails to process for whatever reason.
Right.
It'll be entered into a separate queue that'll then retry the work with some configuration. So
it will not retry the work. I think it will try the work if the max delivery attempt is 2. It will retry the work for 2 times. I think, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then it will send this to the DL queue. The DL queue is it's a dead letter queue. It's a place where you have a lot of dead letters. So you can look at this. Oh, these all the messages that were not able to be processed are stuck in. No one usually. I mean, it's not the same work. It's a different type of work. I mean, you can set consumers there as well, but it's different type of work.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Sorry, yeah, I think I worded that wrong there. So yeah, no, that's a better explanation of it. And I know that like AWS even has like specific functionality for like, because this is such like a common pattern to have. So in the simulator, there's more of a custom implementation of this, but AWS it's configured using what is native to AWS like to handle this. So it's done as efficiently as you could do in AWS, and we'll get to other clouds, I'm sure, to add the same functionality.
Yeah, super convenient functionality.
Yep.
Super awesome. That was Marcio. Awesome.
That was Marcio. I think he even had another one that I probably should have included, but he's been doing some good stuff, so I really appreciate it.
Awesome stuff.
And last up, a new element, or I sometimes I want to call them resources, but they're technically not. I mean, they're resources, but you may not always see them that way. But a new class, part of the API for the UI, the Bring UI namespace, is a file browser. So this is basically the interface you would see if you made like a bucket, a new cloud bucket. You would see this interface to access the files in the bucket. But now this is more of like you can use this for anything, like anything you'd want like a directory browser for effectively. And you can implement like all the different like, I guess CRUDL almost like an interface for this.
Yeah.
To like add files and remove them, retrieve them, and list them. you can implement those with your own in-flight methods,
Ah.
following the pattern of the other kind of like UI features we have to display in the console.
Yeah, this is super powerful, pushing the the UI elements into the code like this. Basically, this is Winglang code, the kind of in-flight and pre-flight, super easy. But it's so powerful because this actually means that if you have a if now I have I want to implement a bucket in for I don't know, for Drive. Now I can basically kind of do bring Google Drive bucket, and I can just implement. I can just add a new UI file browser, and I give it the in-flight functionality of how to basically list files, delete them, get them. Now I have that UI, the same kind of file browser UI, and that's super helpful, especially when we're working on an environment which is partially running locally, but some stuff are basically on my remote dev account. Like if I'm working locally with a remote S3 bucket, then you can just connect and see the same result. And super strong. We're going to see a lot of code like this. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, definitely love every extension to the UI namespace. It's like a really interesting exploration of what's possible here.
Right.
Love it. And that's it.
That's it
for the changelog.
Okay. Awesome. Mark, this was great. Do you mind if we talk about the question that Hamid asked? So Hamid is seeing both Rust and TypeScript, and is Winglang trying to pull best part of the language into an abstracted language? Is that? I thought I should probably not say goodbye to you before I hear you answer this. So what do you think, Mark? Is this what you're trying to do?
Depends what abstracted language means. So I'm not sure about that, but in terms of like inspiration for syntax and tooling and experience, I would say yes. I would say, but not just those two. I would probably say, and there's some Swift as well. Right. Although I would probably Rust, TypeScript, and Swift are probably the main three I would compare Wing to. But any further than that, abstracted language, I'm not sure I would go further. But definitely, yeah, syntax. I think a goal is that the language should feel familiar. We're not. Yeah. We don't want to. Our strangeness budget. And if you know what I mean, like we don't want to go too crazy because we already have in-flights and pre-flight.
Yeah.
You know, conceptually, like, so okay, now you have to like hold that in your head, and now it's like, also, do you want to do all this other crazy syntax and concepts? Like, no, you'd probably rather, let's build on top of what's already been done well. I think that's the goal.
Right. So kind of the strangeness budget is basically we're saying we need this function, this language to be familiar. We already have it being strange because of in-flight, pre-flight is the lifting mechanism. There's some quirks to this. There's the unseen scope and the ID that you don't see, but there is an ID. You should be aware of it. And but we are still kind of the developers here and the community. I mean, the people love Rust. I mean, the people that really like the not the simplicity of Rust, but the power of Rust, I think, and some of it was the simplicity. So it's somewhere in between the TypeScript and Rust in a way. So it's super interesting to see. We're also trying to figure this out, right? I mean, eventually, we don't know where the will land. It's
the extra boring answer to this is that we want it to be as good as possible, which means we were probably going to draw on from what the other things that we think, like the best parts of other things we see. So I mean, it's kind of like an inevitable thing, I guess, for it to work that way.
Yeah, interesting. Thank you, Mark, and thank you for the great question, Ahmed. So that's it. That was the changelog and some live coding by Elad. And thank you both of you for doing this. This is great. You guys are doing this. This is super fun for me to have this. And thank you for our viewers. And we'll end with a song, and I'll see you in 2 weeks from now. And so let's end with the song if I can find it. The people. Bye bye.